this happily ever after spell better work. Well, this one's expired. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see if that happily ever after potion worked or not. But anyways, back in 2020, 5 years ago, I did a ginormous skincare haul. Like, it was huge. It was atrocious. And over the years, I've educated myself on sustainability, ethical product manufacturing, and product waste. Boy, oh boy, is there so much product waste in the beauty industry. It is, I'm sure you've seen those videos of influencers splurging and buying out the entire skincare section of a store, collecting every single product from a certain collection, and having so much skincare that they can in fact run their own skincare department at home. Just endless amounts of product just stuffed away, crammed under your bed, stored in boxes, out on display. It is a lot. I currently have a much smaller collection of skincare than I did a few years back, and that's just because products have been used up over time. I found that they weren't right for my skin, or maybe just my opinions about a certain brand have changed, and so I don't want to use that product. So for today's video, we are going to be going through every single skincare product and even some hair care, and I'll be giving my honest, 100% truthful, genuine review on everything. This video is not at all sponsored or affiliated with any brands shown or mentioned, okay? But before we get into that, please take a moment to visit the links down below in my description as well as in my bio to learn more about the ongoing genocide throughout Palestine and East Turkistan, and the genocide, child labor, and slavery throughout the Congo and Sudan. And to see how you can help those affected by the California wildfires, CORE, which stands for Community Organized Relief Effort, is doing wonderful things to help those in need, so I highly recommend checking out their website along with my friend Sam's GoFundMe, as she was recently involved in a car accident. Please share those fundraisers around, and any amount donated will help. Please use your privilege, your platform, and your voice, and do not stay silent. I thank you for listening, and now let's get back into this ginormous skincare and a little bit of hair care haul review. Anti-haul? It's no secret that there is so much waste in the beauty industry, and I too was once a part of the problem. Here's a small but mighty example. Here's a clip from my skincare video from a few years back. Who needs all of those products? Certainly not me. I had so many product duplicates, and I would stupidly open some of them at the same time, and so that they would expire even sooner. And I didn't have a regular skincare routine, so those products would just kind of go to waste. I would not use them enough. And for the cherry on top, my dumbass kept them sitting out in the sun, so they would just bake away and expire even quicker. But probably 80% or more of those products that you see there were sent to little old me, because back in the day when I was trying to be on my IG it girl grind, I would try to get on every single PR list that I could get my grubby little hands on. But that's a story for another video. I sadly was not on my sustainability grind back then. Like I said, I've educated myself over the years, but back then, no. I did care if things were cruelty-free, but the other very important things were just not on my mind. They were not, important. Like if things were vegan, if the company was woman or queer owned, if the product was sustainable, if it was ethically manufactured, if the products were ethically sourced. So of course that really sucks, but back in the day, boy oh boy, I was just also terrible at giving reviews. I would say things like,
"This is super cute and it's nice to take selfies with because it's trending."
Girl, I was such a stereotypical influencer, and I mean, I was just young and dumb. But now I'm a wee bit older and a wee bit wiser. And one more thing before we get into this. Back when I did my makeup declutter a few years ago, I hope you like that thumbnail. I try to make them similar. But anyways, I found out that all of these products that I have here can be recycled. Like actually recycled. Wow! So Sephora collaborated with Pact and they made their own recycling program. They're a nonprofit who's on a mission to close the loop on hard to recycle items like beauty and wellness, because unfortunately many of these products don't have that little triangle, and if they do, spring allergies. Aww. If those products do have a recycling number on them, it's usually not numbers 1 through 3, which you can recycle at home. Always look into your local recycling thing, waste management, and see if you are able to recycle those products at home. But if not, most Sephora stores, make sure you check online to see if they have it in your location. Check online and you can see that they have their own recycling box. It's usually by the front entrance, and you can just take your cleaned out products, make sure there's nothing in there, and you can recycle it. So it's just absolutely wonderful, and if you're someone like me who uses many different products and you've saved some up because you don't know what to do with them, you don't know how to recycle, well, now you know! And I will leave that link down below for you to check out, and it's just a great opportunity to live more eco-friendly. But back to this little anti-haul honest review thingy. I'm going to be completely 100% honest about all of my thoughts and opinions, even if it was sent to me as PR, if I purchased it myself, all that good stuff. It does not matter, I'm gonna be honest, I can't talk. So I'm just gonna categorize this by brand because I feel like that'll just make it easier on me, but let's get into it. The first brand that I'm starting with is one of my personal favorites, so I'm starting with it. And that is Meow Meow Tweet. I mean, the name alone is just fabulous, of course, but they are also woman and queer owned, all cruelty free, all vegan, all handmade in the US, and all of their packaging is very minimal and recyclable and reusable. And they even have a take back program, so when you are done with your items, you can send it back and they can refill it. So there really is no packaging waste at all. Slay. Back when I was on IG, I had worked with this brand quite a few times, and I even made ads with them, and it's super cool. And I really fuck with this brand, and I highly recommend them. Great customer service, super friendly, and very genuine people, and I highly recommend. But let me share some of the products. So the very first product that I have, I'm just grabbing these randomly. It's the Geranium Palmarosa Face Toner. I've used quite a few different face toners in my day, but honestly, I feel like this is my favorite by far. I love a good spray toner. I just feel like it works better. I don't know. But this stuff smells so good, so yummy, so fresh and rejuvenating, and it leaves my skin a little tingly, so I know it's working. But it is so hydrating, and I love it. Very nice. And all of their ingredients are all natural and organic. Like this one is just witch hazel, water, rose, vegetable glycerin, apple cider vinegar, radish root, fermented filtrate, essential oils of lavender, geranium, palmarosa, and immortelle. The next product, I promise they're not all neon green. I guess I gravitate to that. But they also have all natural deodorants, like this deodorant stick, which is eucalyptus lemon. Take a sniff. It smells... I won't. But oh my god. This should be a candle. They do make candles too, I'll tell you about that. But these are awesome because it is all cardboard and it is a little push-up thing. Like, just remember those push pops? Minus the plastic. It's all cardboard, but it's great. And even the seal, it's a little seal. They don't use any plastic wrap. It's fabulous. It's awesome. I really adore everything about this brand. Another deodorant of theirs that I've tried is the Vanilla Bean Baking Soda Free. Once again, that same kind of packaging and all that. I mean, this one is long gone, but I just love it. This one smells so yummy. I mean, it's very sweet. So they have many different fragrances to choose from, all natural of course, so they're just great. But if you've ever followed them or you followed me on Instagram, I think they posted some on YouTube too, but I made a few ads for them for this deodorant and I did a little like ice cream thing. That was so fun. The next product is this skin cream. Now this one is all glass and metal, very fabulous. This one does not have a scent, like there's no scent written on there. I would describe it as a very warm, neutral, kind of earthy, if that makes sense. It's very nice. It's very minimal, if that makes sense, but I love it. I have been using this for almost 3 years. I still have more to go. There's so much in this little guy. It's 2.4 ounces, but I've been using it almost daily, especially in the winter. If you have dry skin cream, something thick. Yes. The next thing from Meow Meow Tweet is their repair balm. Now this was the very first one that they sent me. So they actually kind of changed up their packaging. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like has a sheen, a shimmer, not a shimmer, but like glossy. But yeah, it's cardboard, but it has like a glossy coating. But now it is just plain old cardboard. I don't know if you can tell the difference there. Like this one's matte, that's shiny. The first one that I tried has no scent, but this stuff is to be applied to the hands, the lips, and the body as needed. And again, dry skin, this stuff is like holy grail. It saved my lips a few winters ago. They're about to crack off. Like that one fish with the blow dryer from SpongeBob, that was me. But then I use this and I'm fine. But recently, I think it was in November or December, I did a little small business secondhand haul on my live streams. Self-promo, go check it out. But I got their repair balm with chamomile myrrh. It's M-Y-R-R-H, myrrh. But this one, again, very minimal with scent, but still very refreshing, very natural, very warm. I really love this stuff. And again, it is the push tube, just like their deodorant. So very minimal packaging. And this is biodegradable too. Like you can literally throw this in your compost. Wonderful. Another product from them is, well, I guess this is skincare. It's like a bath soak, but it is their neroli and lang lang. I should have learned how to say that. It is just a bath salt, all natural, again, in very minimal packaging like that. The only plastic is the Ziploc. Very, very little, very fabulous. But yeah, I think I need to give this to someone who's actually gonna use it. They sent it to me so I could film an ad for them for their entire airline, not airline, but the line of air scent. But I'm not a bath person. I used it just to pour it in my hands to show for the video, but I'm gonna give this to someone who can actually use it. So, but with that air scent, I just want to crawl in here and live in there, you know? This is their air candle. I have used quite a lot of it. It smells divine. Like, it is so crisp and refreshing. It reminds me of like a fall day, you know? It's just, oh my God, so beautiful, so gorgeous. And then the last part of that little air trio is their air body soap. And that's what it looks like on the back, kind of like a mauve color. But again, it just smells so lovely. And I love their soaps. They lather really good. They make me feel very clean, as a soap should. I highly recommend it. Also, this says, compost me. More compostable packaging. But another soap of theirs is the Yuzu Chamomile, and this is an all-over soap, so you can use it on your face, on your body, whatever. You can also use this one on your face too. But I just love the packaging, and this brand has the cutest artwork ever. It is made by one of their co-founders. I just love it. It's all cats and just super cute little doodles. I love it. So another product that I have of theirs that I don't use that often, because if you did not know, I have very dry and very sensitive skin. So I try to avoid mud masks and clay masks, all that kind of stuff. But I do have their matcha lime exfoliating mask, again, all in glass and metal, but it's like a powder, if you can tell. You just put some in your hands, add water, mix it together, it becomes a paste. You're supposed to leave this on for 2 to 4 minutes, and I think that is the perfect time for me, because my skin, if I leave a mask on for too long, I will break out in hives. And if it's a clay mask or mud mask, whatever, it just draws out all of the oil. I'm left feeling like sandpaper. But not with this. And this product I highly, highly, highly recommend, especially if you are an outdoorsy person and you always need to use bug spray. You should use bug spray. However, this one is all natural. It is lemongrass geranium. So those are two things that naturally deter, is that the correct word? They deter insects, mosquitoes, all that stuff, naturally without chemicals. This stuff smells so good. I want to use it as a perfume, but I don't want to waste it. But I just love it. It is more metal. The only plastic is that, but oh well, I love it. And again, I just love the artwork on there. I love it. And the last product from them is their all over lotion. This is an aloe rose. Now, I tend to avoid rose scented things because my sniffer is extra strong. And rose is one of those scents that just like really penetrates my nostrils to the point where I'm like, that's kind of making me nauseous. But this is very mild in scent. Like, honestly, I think it's fabulous. It is kind of like old people granny smelling, if that makes sense, but I love the consistency of this. It is much thinner, kind of watery, but not like, whoa, falling out of your hands, you know? But it's great, especially for the warmer months when you don't want to wear like a thick lotion or something like that. So we talked about eco-friendly deodorants, and on to the next brand. This one is not. It's greenwashing. Let me tell you about it. So it's from Trader Joe's. I've learned so many very unfortunate things about this company in the past 2 years, so I do not plan on ever shopping there again. But anyways, so the title on this one is literally Trader Joe's deodorant, aluminum and baking soda free, unscented, phthalate and paraben free. Phthalate. So just over a year ago now, I ran out of my Meow Meow Tweet deodorant before I had gotten the other one that I just showed you. And so I went online and I was researching a bunch of plastic-free deodorants, natural deodorant, because I don't ever want to go back, you know? Why use plastic if you don't have to? So I did a bunch of research and I saw that this one was highly recommended by so many people, and I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta check this out. So I went to the store. So the first thing that I should have picked up on was that this thing was fully wrapped and enclosed in plastic. Now, there's nothing wrong with that with other types of products, but something like this can easily be sealed with just a simple sticker like that. Because once it breaks, I mean, you can tell that the sticker is broken, but it's like, that was the first thing I should have picked up on. So then I bought it and I got home, and of course I just wanted to crack it open right away so I could smell it. Even though it's unscented, like unscented things do have a scent sometimes. So I pull off the cardboard lid and then, oh, what do I see? A plastic cap. And what else is that? A plastic tube inside of the cardboard.
Why are you crying?
So if you did not know, that is very much greenwashing. On the outside, it's like,
Oh, we love the earth, we care.
on the inside.
Oh no, it's just plastic.
And nowhere on this does it say that it is recycled plastic, post-consumer plastic. No. So not only is this a sustainable scam, but the scent. No, I got this brand new. It was not expired when I got it. Best Buy. Oh, really? It's good until December of this year, 2025. So it is not at all expired, but it literally smells like an old fermented wine mixed with Granny's perfume. Not a fan at all. So yeah, I was right away extremely disappointed when I got this. And then just a few weeks later, I filmed part 2 of eco-friendly DIYs. And I mentioned this, and I said that in that video that once I'm done with it, I will peel off all the cardboard to see just how much plastic is inside there, because this is also a screw top thing, meaning that there's more plastic in there to screw it up. It's not like a push pop thing like this. So if you would like to see how much plastic is inside, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for part 3 of eco-friendly DIYs that make a difference, coming out this month. So enough of that bogus, on to the next brand. And that is Not Pot. Now, once again, if you have been following me on IG, I don't post there anymore, so don't bother. But back in the day when I was, you might have noticed that I made a few posts with Knot Pot. Absolutely no shade, no tea against this brand at all, but I am no longer an affiliate for them. My noggin grew extra brainwaves, and then I'm like, whoa, why am I giving constant free promotion to these brands when people don't even use my code, so I'm not making any financial compensation for all this content that I'm spending all my time and energy I'm making, you know? But anyways, this brand is great. They are small, family owned, all handmade in the US, all cruelty free, all vegan, and they have a very wide range of products. One thing I do love about their packaging is that it's all color coordinated, so it's color coordinated, you know? These are the pet CBD oil drops, and I did use these a few times with my baby Olive, but that was a while ago when we first got her, and these have been long expired. I did not give them to her when they are expired, but I just forgot about them, and now they are not good, and I'm not gonna give them to her, you know? But I thought I would keep it for this video just to show. But in addition to that, I also have their CBD glow oil. This is for humans, for human consumption. Yes, you can consume this, but you can also use it as skincare. Best of both worlds. Now, I have used up another bottle of this. This is my third. I got rid of the first one. But this bottle I used to consume, and then this bottle I used for skincare. And I don't know if you can really tell, but I still have so much left in there. The stuff lasts a very long time. The scent I would describe almost like an olive oil, like kind of sweet and warm, if that makes sense. I don't know. It is unscented, but it will have a scent because it's oil. But I love this stuff. It goes in very well with like smoothies. I've never tried it with tea. I've never put an oil in tea, but I'm sure you could for sure. Even coffee if you're a coffee drinker. But yeah, I really like this stuff, and it is so good for your skin. It just soaks right in like a sponge, and it leaves you with a glow, as it says in the title. The only negative thing that I have to say, it's not even about the products themselves, but the packaging. I guess it's really just with this one, but they decided to put white lettering on neon green, kind of neon yellow. I don't know. I have really well vision. I have really good vision, and it's even kind of difficult. Like, what the heck does that say? Broad spectrum multi-oil, 1000 milligrams CBD, 1 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters. Well, I can read it, but like, it's kind of straining my eyes, you know? But that's the only thing. So the next brand that I have to show you is Be Rooted Botanicals. These little guys are right here. Now, once again, when I was on Instagram, I ran a little giveaway collaboration with these guys and a few other small CBD businesses. But yeah, I was introduced to them just like that. But ever since, I've just been hooked on these little guys. They sent me some little samples of their 4 different products to try out. The actual products that they do sell are all glass and metal containers, which I love. I think that's fabulous. But as you can see, their little samples are all plastic. Now, I don't love all the plastic. However, these are easily reusable. So just gotta clean those out with soap and water, and I can reuse them for whatever. So I guess that's good too. But this brand is all cruelty-free and vegan and woman-owned and made in the US. So the 4 different products are their Good Day Magnesium. This is for anti-inflammatory and muscle itch. I wrote that on there myself, so I can't even read my own handwriting sometimes. How cool is that? The other one is Arnica Cream. This is for speedy recovery and healing, for cramps and body pain, so I love this stuff. I have terrible periods and terrible cramps, and so this stuff, honestly, I mean, it's all gone. You can tell. It works. They also have a Good Night Magnesium Cream, and as you can see, I'm almost done with that. I adore this stuff. It smells, all their products smell good. But this is such like a refreshing, cozy scent, and it is perfect for sleep. I like to rub some on my hands, on my inner wrists like that, because I mean, I sleep like that anyway, so I'm just like smelling it. But also, little tip, put the covers over you so it kind of like hot boxes the smell, and I go right to sleep. If I do sleep, I don't sleep all the time, but this does help. And then I also have their Love Lotion. Now this is for hand, body, hair, and also lube. Never tried it for that, I don't think I will. But it is very hydrating. I'm almost out of this as well, but back before I had cut off my very dead, damaged hair, I would use this as a little hair mask, and it seemed to help quite well. Now this next brand and the next product I just thought I would include because I thought it was funny that I've had it for this long. So I got my ears pierced, my first ones professionally pierced. I say professionally, it was at Claire's. But anyways, I got them professionally pierced. I think that was in mid-2019, so it's been a hot minute. And if you did not know, when you get your ears pierced there, you also get a rapid repair, kind of like hygiene cleanser thingy thing. Now this is good for 3 months. There's probably still that much in there. Like, I used it daily to make sure that my ears were healed, they were clean and everything. There's still so much left. But this expired within like a year? I even used it past like the 3-month period that I was supposed to use it for, just to make sure. But this expired very quickly. This is something that I really do not like about products. Like, if there is a short expiration date, a very short shelf life for the product being good, why do you put so much product in there? Like, it isn't realistic to use all this within that time frame. So this is very much expired by like 5 years, so this will be recycled. On to the next brand. Now this is Q&A. I believe they are, yep, I was gonna say I believe they're from the UK. They got the flag on the back. But they kindly sent this to me a few years ago along with a few other products, but this is the only one that I kept and remembered to keep. I wanted to do this video for such a long time, so there are some really old products, but then I also just totally forgot to save other products I was using, so this is everything that I have saved. But this is their niacinamide facial serum, and it has vitamin B, and it helps regulate sebum, calm breakouts, and declogs pores. And I would say that that is all true. Like I said, I have very dry, sensitive skin, and I don't like to try a bunch of new products all the time, but this was so calming on my skin. It's so lightweight. It's a very thin oil, so it just soaks right in, and it was just very nice, very moisturizing. I'm sorry, the lighting is like actually so bad right now. Anyways, now their stuff is cruelty-free and vegan. However, one thing that I will say is that it doesn't have any certified logos on there. That is something to look out. Hey! Like, there's no shade against this brand, because some brands it takes them 5 ever to get their logos or whatever certified, like from the official things, if that makes sense. Guys, I'm so tired. But anyways, so yeah, that's just something to look out for when buying beauty, wellness products, all that kind of stuff. So the next brand is Coco Kind, and they were so kind to give me many products. These are not even all the products that I've had over time. I still got rid of some. Again, this was one of the brands where I signed up to be on their PR list, but I actually did really like this brand because they were cruelty-free. Are they vegan? Oh, they are vegan. And GMO-free. That just really drew me towards this brand, and so I'm like, okay, cool, this is actually a cool brand to like be on their PR list and all that cool stuff. So they let me select a few products, many products over time. But the thing is, 4 out of 5 times, the items that I would request, they would send something else, and unfortunately that was something that would not work for my skin type. Now, when I first signed up to be an affiliate for this brand, was I an affiliate? No. When I signed up to be on their PR list, I was able to take a little skincare quiz, which I thought was super cool, and I really appreciated that because that was something that I had not experienced with other brands that I had worked with or been an affiliate for. But I took a skincare quiz, and of course I was honest that I have very dry, sensitive skin, so I was looking for products that would help with that. Then they would send me products like a clay mask. I did not want any masks. I did not select this. I certainly would never ask for a clay or mud-based product. So I was just always very confused, and I did bring it to their attention a few times, and they're just like, oh, sorry, it's just a mistake. But I'm like, this happens all the time. So that very much annoyed me. So I would just end up giving like more than half of it away to someone else who could use it, which I guess that's cool, but it's like I also wanted to try these products, but anyways. But the thing is, I really did fuck with this brand until I didn't. because I think at the time they didn't have an affiliate program yet. If they did, I certainly would have joined, but I then asked, hey, how would you guys feel about collaborating and doing a sponsorship? Because they liked my content. I posted with their products a few different times and they're like, we love this, we would love to repost it. And of course I would always come back like, okay, I'm so glad, pay me money for that then. And each time they would be like, we don't have the budget for that. Which, okay, but I've worked with very, very, very small businesses who do have a budget, and I'm like, if you're going to be a brand that works through social media, you should have a budget to work with content creators, especially if you are asking them multiple times to give you free work, which I did. I just did out of the kindness of my heart. But yeah, so that just really turned me off, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with you guys, thank you. And I'm not at all trying to come across as entitled or anything like that, like, oh, I'm an influencer, I should get all my crap for free and you gotta pay me for everything. No, that is not at all it at all. This is my job. Like, I have a banging portfolio. I have so many previous posts that I made in the past, so many collaborations with multiple brands that I've done, and it's just like, this is my job, and that brand knew that, and the fact that they were like, yeah, we're not gonna pay you for this stuff even though we really like your content, it was just like a little kick in the arse, you know? But anyways, let's get on to the product, shall we? Sorry, this is going to be a chatty Cathy video if you cannot tell already. The first product is their Ceramide Barrier Serum. Now, I still have a brand new one in here. This is the only product of theirs that I still have not cracked open. I have used another one in the past, and they actually sent me this because I requested it. I was like, wow, I got it. Anyways, I do genuinely like this. It is a very lightweight serum, which I do enjoy. The thing is, this smells like stereotypical granny perfume. It is so intense to the point where it just turned me off from using it. And so that's probably why I still haven't used this guy. But once I'm done with my other facial oils, I will use this. Boy, oh boy. Now here's a product that I did not request. This is their turmeric mask stick. Now, it is literally a stick that it's a mask, but it is bright yellow, as you can see, kind of like banana. It does smell like turmeric, which is good. But anyways, wait, no, I lied. I did request this, and that is only because online it showed that it was in a little cardboard tube, like the repair balm here. But then when I got it, it was all plastic. And I'm like, oh, okay. If I had known that, I would not have at all bothered with asking for this. So that is just, it sucks. And I'm like, why? Why? Next is their Rose Water Toner for post-cleaning solution for hydrated, refreshed skin. Now, that is true. It does leave my skin feeling very refreshed and hydrated. However, it is rose water, more rose. Now this smells like you have a bouquet right in front of you. If you like roses, you'll like this, but if you have a strong sniffer, this might be way too much for you. I honestly found this hard to use. I did use it up, as you can see, and I'm probably gonna reuse the spray bottle. Little sustainable hack for you there. It was unfortunate, but you know. But the thing is, I mentioned that the Meow Meow Tweet Geranium Palmarosa toner, it actually feels like it's working and I can feel my skin being hydrated. With this toner, I do feel the hydration aspect, but I don't know if it's like a placebo effect or something, but I'm like, I feel like it doesn't do anything. And I used this repeatedly over a long period of time just to see if it actually did anything, and I don't feel like it did. The next product is their Chlorophyll Discoloration Serum. I don't have the bottle anymore, so here's the box. I love the color, props on that. So they actually sent this to me because when the product first dropped, they wanted everyone to post with it. More free content. Anyways, so of course I'm like, yeah, I like this brand. I really want to work with them, so I'll give this another free post. But they sent it to me and I gave it a very fair shot. I used it almost every other day for an extended period of time, but I just did not like it one bit. I'm Irish, so I have naturally pink skin, but I also break out in hives. How fun. So yeah, my skin, there's a lot of different shades and hues and colors going on. So I thought that this would be like a magic potion or something. It did look like it. It looked like swamp water, not gonna lie. But the main thing is that it is incredibly sticky and kind of gunky. I don't know. Like, it was so sticky to the point where like I would be wearing it and then I would feel like pet hair or lint getting stuck to my face. I could not hug my animals. It was terrible. Terrible. Yeah, maybe this would be really good if you wore makeup on top. Like, this was a sticky primer. But as someone who does not wear makeup regularly, I hated this. I really did not like this at all. So here's a product that I did not request. This is their Sea Kale clay mask. I don't have it because I gave it to someone who can actually wear a clay mask. I was so confused when they sent this to me because, like I said, I took their skincare quiz and it just, nothing. And the last product that I have to show you from them is the Revitalizing Eye Cream. I don't know if you can kind of tell here. Oh yeah, you can. So I just naturally have dark under eyes, but I also don't really sleep that well, so they're just like really purple sometimes and puffy, and it's just so fun. So I chose this, they sent it to me, and I gave it a fair shot once again. I wore it nightly, every single night. I would pat it in, make sure it was like really soaked in and everything, and it actually has like a cool little applicator thing so you can like spread it around. I did not notice a single difference with this. I used it for well over a month straight to give it a good fair shot. I did not notice anything different. Literally a cold bowl of water on your face. Not a bowl, I don't even use a bowl. I'm in front of the sink, splashing cold water in front of my face. That works much better than this. If it does work for you, awesome. It did not work for me. So the next product that I have to show you is Blistex. This is their medicated lip balm SPF 15. Now, I have never been a fan of these. I used this one because I didn't have anything for my purse and it was winter and I needed to constantly hydrate myself. I don't recommend this at all, guys. They claim to be cruelty-free, but they are not certified. And I'm like, a brand as big as Blistex, you can easily get a certification. So that leads me to believe that they are not cruelty-free. They are also not vegan. And as you can see, they have no ethics when it comes to product manufacturing or waste. So even if a brand is cruelty-free, if they are sold in China, where they have very weird, irregular laws on animal cruelty and animal testing, that brand is not cruelty-free. Here is a screenshot from Ethical Elephant showing how certain products are tested throughout China if they are sold there and if they're not. It's just very interesting, and I will leave the link down below so you can check that out and further educate yourself on this, because so many brands claim to be cruelty-free, but then they're sold there and it's like, oh, so you're not really. But here's a brand that does have good chapstick and they are ethical in a lot of different ways, so that's good, and that is Buddha Butter. This is their Spread the Love Naked Lip Balm, and it only has coconut oil, sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, and wild-crafted candelilla wax. I can read. But yeah, this is certified vegan and cruelty-free and non-GMO, and it is soy, bee, and gluten-free. And it is fully recyclable. Now again, I don't love all the plastic, but this is recyclable if I bring it to Sephora, not sponsored. But I really do love this brand. A few years back, they sent me a little PR kit, and that was actually the very first organic natural deodorant that I tried. It was in a little container like this. It was glass with a metal top, and it worked swimmingly for me. I really did enjoy it. It worked well. No bad notes. But yeah, this brand would easily get a 10 out of 10 if only they had used a little cardboard tube like this. But I mean, at least they're ethical. And then a quick little tangent segment thing for tinctures, because they do help your skin from within. So the first one is from the brand Coast. I don't know if they are still a thing. They don't have an Instagram anymore. This is unflavored ingestible oil. It's a little CBD tincture. Now I have a little over halfway to go. This doesn't have an expiration date on it, so it's a few years old, so I haven't been ingesting it. I've actually been using it as a body oil and sometimes even hair oil. Little hack for you there. But yeah, this brand, It's clean, vegan, and cruelty-free. They don't have any certified logos on here, but also it's very minimal with the labeling. But yeah, this brand, they were very kind to me and I hope they're still around. The next brand is FLVC. This is their fulvic and humic acid powder. It helps with immune support and antioxidants. Now, this is organic, vegan, and cruelty-free, so that's always good. It is just a little powder. It's very dark. It honestly looks like coffee grounds. And there's no scent. I don't know, but it tastes quite earthy. Not anything that's like too like, you feel like you're eating mud. But yeah, I had been taking this for a period of time and I would mix it in with smoothies and even tea. And again, I don't know if it's a placebo effect thing, but I felt like, oh, I feel more alive. Maybe I really did, I don't know, but the next brand of tinctures, I guess these are mostly adaptogens too. Anyways, it is Gold Mine. Can we just take a moment for the packaging? I'm definitely gonna keep these when I'm done with them. Like, they're so beautiful. But I have both the Super Shroom powder, which is daily immune support, and then I have the adaptogen powder, which is stress support. Am I right? But anyways, once again, I love these so much in smoothies and tea, very yummy. I will say these are definitely more earthy because they do have mushrooms in them and everything like that, and ginger. But yeah, everything is sustainably sourced, it's woman founded. These are cruelty free. Are they vegan? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. And the last one is Celine. Gotta keep my eye out for her. This is their Bring It CBD Adaptogens little tincture thing, and it has grapefruit and ginger. It is meant for calm, clarity, and focus. Now, I never really feel like calm, but I guess I did feel pretty focused with this. The ginger is so, and the citrus is so I love this. I'm a citrus girly forever. And this is lovely in smoothies, even like fruity or floral teas, which I love. So this thing is vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, and THC-free, meaning that you will not get elevated off of this product with CBD in it, okay? That is such a silly thing that old people love to misinform other people about. They're like, oh, CBD, you're gonna get high. No, babe. No, you're not. Only THC can get you elevated. What's the other CBD? Like CBN? What's the other thing? It can get you like, the THC is like high. And before we get back into skincare, I have another tiny little segment for hair care. I don't have a lot, but the things that I do have, I do want to recommend. So the first one is the brand Amika. Now, I got this little trio thing as my free birthday gift from Sephora. This video is not sponsored by Sephora, okay? I know it seems like it is, but it's not. Little fun fact for you here, you literally don't need to spend a single dime at Sephora and you can still get your free birthday gift. And it is always well worth it, so I recommend. So I had never tried this brand before. I had heard of them, but I've never tried their products up until, well, this past month or two. I had been following them on Instagram back when I was on Instagram, and I saw that they posted like this eco-friendly thing. And the eco-friendly aspect of it was that you can reuse this plastic bottle. And it's like, yeah, you can. That's I feel like that's a known fact. It was so silly, it was stupid. Like, duh. I really hate that crap because it wasn't even like 100% recycled plastic. I don't even know if it was recycled plastic, but it's like that doesn't do anything, you know? Anyways, so the little trio that I got is The Cure with a K. Got their Intense Strength Repair Mask. Beautiful packaging, beautiful. And I also got their shampoo and conditioner. Now, supposedly these are also recyclable, so I can take these to Sephora when I'm done. But there's so much in these little guys, I was kind of worried because I'm like, I have thick hair, I use like a decent amount of hair product, so I still have many more uses of this. And this, oh my god, guys, the scent. You want to smell? It smells like summer. It smells yummy. It smells fruity. It's just, oh my God. I want to eat this. But these are certified vegan and cruelty-free. So that always slays, of course. The next hair brand is Sexy Hair. Now these three were actually all sent to me as PR. And I don't know what happened, but they just stopped contacting me. I don't know. I don't want to say anything that isn't true, but I do know for a fact that once I started posting more political content, brands were ghosting me just like that. They're like, oh, we don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to say that's what happened with this brand. I hope it's not, but I haven't heard anything from them in years. So the very first thing that they ever sent me was their Calm Leaf In CBD hair conditioner. And it has a little leaf on it. But the bottle itself is made with 85% recycled plastic, which any bit of recycled plastic is good, but 100% is the best, of course. But this stuff, oh my God. Ooh, this stuff smells divine. It smells really earthy, but really yummy, kind of fruity. And it works pretty dang well with hydrating my hair. When it comes to conditioners, especially like a leave-in or leaf-in, I really prefer like an actual conditioner, like a product, a paste of sorts. Spray in, I just feel like it only gets the top layer of your hair. Even if you're like kind of doing that and spraying it in, I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't fully penetrate your hair. That's just for me, I don't know. But later on, they also sent me their powder play, and this is a voluminizing and texturizing powder. I have probably that much left, unfortunately, but I used this religiously when I had a mullet, so I love it. It really, like, I have thick hair, it is layered, but like, oh, see, there's the hives. But my hair can be kind of flat, as you can see, but when I had a mullet, it was something else. So this helped so much, and it is kind of like sticky feeling, if that makes sense, like a sticky powder, but it really texturizes your hair and everything, so I do like it. And the last thing that they sent me is their Big High Standards Voluminizing Blowout Spray. This is like the same bottle. However, this one is 85% recycled plastic. This one is 95. Why can't they do 100? But whatever. Now this, there's probably that much in there still. I don't like to use heat on my hair, and whenever I do use a heat protectant, which I will tell you about. But yeah, is this even a heat protectant? I don't really know the purpose of this, to be honest with you, but it does smell good. Oh. That smells like a hair salon. So the heat protectant that I use is from the brand Aussie with a kangaroo. This is their Total Miracle Heat Protectant Spray with apricot and Australian macadamia oil. Guys, I want to chug this. It smells so good. I don't know if it tastes good though. But I have been using this stuff for probably 3 or 4 years. I don't use heat very often, so there's still quite a bit left, but it smells so good, and I feel like it protects my hair very well. Sometimes I just want to be wild and use heat without this stuff, and I can feel a difference in the crispiness, okay? But is this cruelty-free or vegan? Water, alcohol in a hair product? I don't know if this is cruelty-free. This was a hand-me-down. So the next hair product that I have is from Bedhead. It says Tiggy, T-I-G-I. Anyways, this is also called a hair stick for cool people. That's what it says. Now, I think I'm a pretty cool person, if I have to say so myself, but I do not enjoy this. I will say that it expired probably 6 years ago, but it's one of those things, it's like a balm. So like, I feel like this could last a few decades. It has always smelled like that, I will say, even before it was expired. This is another hand-me-down because when I first got into cosplays and I would do bald characters, I would just slick back my hair. That's before I ever had a bald cap, okay? Yeah, I mean, it worked kinda, sorta. However, if you have hair on your head, it feels like it's gonna rip it out. Like, it is so sticky and grippy. I don't like this, and I don't know why I've kept it, so this will be recycled. The very last hair product that I have to show you today is Nizoral Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. This is by far one of the stupidest purchases I've ever made in a very hot minute. Oh boy. So I have dandruff. Fun fact. And in my recent hair video, I mentioned that and someone commented,
Oh, I tried this product and I loved it and it worked so good.
and I'm like, okay, awesome. Like, people typically never even acknowledge the things that I say in my videos, but anyways, so that was awesome. And then I looked into this. Their website seemed super informative and everything. It had really good reviews, but one thing that I did not look into is the fact that this is not cruelty-free. It is not vegan. It's terrible. Literally bonk, 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 bonk. I hate myself for this purchase. I'm usually so on top of it whenever I'm going to buy a new product, and I always research, is this ethical? Is this cruelty-free? Is this vegan? Is it all that good stuff? I don't know. I was so hooked on the good reviews and the personal recommendation from someone in my comments. Also, this thing was crazy expensive. It was $21. It ain't even that big. It doesn't even stay in my hand. But like, it sucks. Like, I've used it twice now, and I'm not gonna say anything about the product because I don't recommend this, okay? I just... Except that I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna keep using it until I'm done with it. And then if I still have dandruff, hopefully not, but if I do, I'm breaking out in hives. This is making me so angry. But I will get a different brand. Fuck you, Nizoral. Now back to skincare, finally. So this brand, Highline Wellness, I really fucked with them until I didn't. So they were another brand that I was an affiliate for until I started asking, hey, so we've been working with each other for a while now and I really like your products, so what do you guys think about sponsoring me for a post? And then they came back with, oh, we don't have the budget for that, so sorry. Even though what I was asking for really was not that much in terms of what other influencers are paid, and literally days after they said no to me, I saw them sponsoring a huge influencer, and I'm like, I know they did not do that for free. So just so lovely to know that brands only wanted to work with me for engagement and for free content, you know? But also, like, my content has always been based around sustainability and ethical products and all that jazz. And so it's just even more aggravating when they work with someone who is not about that and they obviously don't care about those things. It's like, so what are you, the brand, trying to tell your consumers? Anyways, I've tried many other products over time, but I've only saved 4. So this is what I'm showing you. First one is their CBD fitness cream, all plastic. Hate that. But this is for like sore muscles or cramps, aches, pains, whatever like that. And I used this a few times when I first started roller skating, because I would fall. And I mean, I don't know, again, is it the placebo effect? No shade to CBD, the CBD community, okay? I love CBD, all that good jazz. But I feel like some stuff just does not work at all. Like, you gotta up the dosage, guys, if you want it to work. But anyways, and also, this is expired by almost 3 years, but as you can see, it has like a pulp in it, and it looked like that when I got it. But this does not smell correct anymore, and it is expired, so I will not be keeping this. The next thing from that brand is the Premium CBD Relief Roller with essential oils, and those oils are, this writing is so tiny, coconut oil, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, lemon, and cannabidiol. Cannabidiol. I've always struggled with saying that, but anyways, so it's just a little roller thing, roller ball. But the thing is, the smell is so sweet to the point where it makes me nauseous. Like, it is atrocious. It is too pungent, especially for a relaxing relief. Like, what? I feel like they should have calmed down on the coconut and peppermint, and they should have had more lavender, eucalyptus, and lemon. Those are very calming scents. It's just too powerful, and that turns me off from using it. Like, I've used it quite a few times, but it's still like full. But yeah, I mean, I do like the rollers because like they're handy, they're accessible and everything, but it's like, I don't want to use this because the smell is just gross. The next product that I have is their premium CBD facial mist. It's just a tiny little skinny tube. It is glass, cool, but I don't know if you can see, oh, who was that in there? I don't know. When I first got this product, it was like a light yellow, and obviously it is expired, so it's changed color, but I don't know what that is at the bottom. Ew. I don't know what that is. So I'm just gonna dump this out in the sink, and I guess we can see what it is, okay? Oh, I look like blood. I never got the chance to use this because, again, this is a product that I stupidly opened whilst I was using other facial mists, and I never got to use it, and it expired, and I don't know why I kept it, but okay. And the very last product is their premium CBD oil, and this is citrus flavored. Now, this is an oil that you ingest. I guess this could have been with the tinctures too, but whatever. I did enjoy this. I used the entire thing. Again, I guess I don't really notice the CBD impact on my body, but this tasted very good. It was more of like an orange kind of lemon citrus, so more, I guess, more palatable. If it were like lime, I feel like it wouldn't be for some people. I love lime, but yeah, I mean, I used it all up. Glass, which is good. Okay, the thing is with these little, like, what do you call that? The nipple? I don't know, that's so gross, the squeezy thing. Sometimes they're okay, but other times like the oil like seeps up into it and it's weird and it's gross and I don't like it, and that happened with this. Ew. On to the next brand, which is Prana Principle Professional Series. I actually worked with this brand a few times back when I was on Instagram, and we did a giveaway together, and I really like this brand. Again, I feel like they don't exist anymore, unfortunately. I haven't heard anything from them. I don't see their social media anywhere, but this is their Spa Essential Botanical CBD Moisturizing Body Oil with lavender and vitamin E. All glass with a plastic top. But everything is woman-owned, it is all made in the US, it is all locally sourced, and they are cruelty-free. This stuff smelled lovely. It just smells like lavender. I love lavender scented stuff, and this was more of a thinner oil, which I love. Once again, I used it on my body, my face, my hair. It was just a very nice oil. So back in the day when I first started to do content creating influencer work, of course I was taking all of the free brand deals I could get. Girl, if that many brands are reaching out for you to get work, you should be compensated financially. But anyways, but one of the brands that I did give free work to, no shade at all, they were a very small business, but that is SkinFed, SKNFED, but this is their 100% organic foot balm in peppermint with shea butter, coconut butter, and vitamin E. Now, this doesn't say it's certified cruelty-free or anything, but it does say organic ingredients from organic origin, plant and vegetable sources. But anyways, I don't really have a regular skincare routine. Silly old me. And that's one of the main reasons why I stopped advertising skincare products, is because I felt like a fake. I mean, I was using the products, but like I was not a skincare girly in the slightest. So that's one of the main reasons why I stopped advertising all that. But yeah, so I don't moisturize my skin regularly, even though I have dry skin. It's just not one of the important things in my life. But whenever I would use this, it was literally like dropping water into the desert, and it just like soaks up. So great. So the next brand that absolutely slays, okay, this is Plus. Now, they sent me this little PR package with no obligation to post, and that is actually incredibly rare in the influencer industry, but also incredibly kind. Like, wow. I remember them saying something really kind and genuine, like, we love how much you care for the earth and everything, and we want to introduce you to our products that are cruelty-free, vegan, safe for sensitive skin, dermatologist approved, and compostable. What is that? But they are certified cruelty-free and vegan. You may think, why is there a plastic pouch? Well, you can compost this. It is made out of, I think it was sugarcane material or something. But inside this little pack, I have 3 body washes left. They're a few years old. They should still work. Silly little fact about me, I would stop myself from using certain products so that I could keep them to take photos with. Anyways. So this is their summer scent, which has neroli, orange, and lemon. And I'm not gonna open these for you, I'm sorry. Will I? I will, okay. So you open it, and then on the inside, there's this little, it kind of looks like foam, it feels like foam, a little sheet. That is soap. That is the body wash in there. Like what? It says, tear here with dry hands, take out the sheet, and you just add water. And then you can drop this empty sachet at the bottom of your tub and it will dissolve. Like, what? And I have tried it many times. It does dissolve. It just withers away in your hand like nothing. And the fact that there is no waste, and it's printed with biorenewable ink, water soluble, cruelty-free, vegan. I'm just like, slay! And then they gave me a little pamphlet too, and this is also water soluble. Like, what? So there's 0 bottles or plastic, slay, 80% less CO2 with shipping, 38% less water used with manufacturing, and all of the packaging is 100% dissolvable. Body wash sachet made of wood pulp from responsibly managed FCS forests vanishes down your drain instantly. Ink is biorenewable, FDA approved, and 100% dissolvable. And the zip pouch is used for protective moisture barrier. Store your sachet inside, zip the pouch, and the outer mailer are both safe for home composting. And then it says, don't have a home compost thing? Check out this website. And I'm like, what? Then it says, this card was made from scrap sachet paper left over that we didn't want to waste. A card with no trace. Watch it dissolve down your drain. It does not get better than that. This brand Plus and Meow Meow Tweet are just impeccable. On to the next brand. So that is Soft Like Me. Fun fact, this was the very first brand that wanted to pay me for my work. So that's cool. And everything was just fine and dandy with the brand until one day one of the owners started messaging me things that should never be discussed in a professional workplace. I say that through DMs, but like, if you're a brand and you want to work with someone, why bring up certain things? And it wasn't like anything political where I would actually be like, okay, cool, yeah, like I agree with you, or let me teach you a little something. It wasn't anything like that. It was just very weird, very personal things. And I'm like, we are not friends. Fortunately, that was the only time that this ever happened with a brand, but I'm like, it just made me feel icky and weird. And I'm like, I don't ever want to speak to you people again. But the only product that I ever tried from them is their Essential Thicky Whip, and it has Bulgarian lavender. Now, their products are all packaged very responsibly. It's all metal and everything. The inside, it used to be a little like whip dollop, and it was kind of like ombre'd with white and purple. It also has like little shimmers in it, and at first I was like, that is super cool and amazing, but also nowhere on here does it say that that is biodegradable glitter. And I'm like, what else could give a glittery look where it is safe? So I'm like, okay. But anyways, this is a hydrating product. However, it is so thick and sticky. I like to put this on after my shower because your skin is already wet, the pores are open, everything is ready to sink in with skincare. But I apply this and it's like gripping onto my arm hairs. I don't even have like coarse arm hair or anything like that, but like it feels like I'm gonna rip it out. Like this could be used for like waxing. I don't dare put it on my legs. So it's just very unfortunate. And it has always been like that. It's not because it is expired or anything, but yeah. goodbye. The next brand is CBDism. So they sent this to me without any obligation to post. They just wanted me to try out their product, which is super cool, super nice. This is their muscle salve with nano CBD and CBG. It enhances your daily life. But yeah, this is meant for like joints and muscles after exercise or desired throughout the day. So like for cramps and all that good stuff. But guys, take a smell. Just imagine like Vicks Vapor Rub, but like natural. It smells so, ooh, so yummy. Like this can open up your sinuses for real. But I love this. As you can see, I have not used that much because you really don't need a lot. It's a balm, but then it like just melts down so good. I love it. And cool thing about them, shout out, congrats. They won the 2020 CBD Expo Tour for Best CBD Skincare Brand. Let's go. It unfortunately is not vegan due to the beeswax in there, but it is cruelty-free, and we love supporting small businesses, so very cool. And all metal packaging. This is reusable as well. Very cool. Now the very next brand is You Can Be, but this is their old packaging when they were actually named Bunny's Clean. It had a cute little bunny ear thingy, but over the years I've been able to try out a wide range of their products. The owner is so very kind and generous and woman-owned, but this is their moisturizing shimmer firming body cream. This is the white one. They have white, they have gold, and they have bronze. Of course, it all depends on your skin tone, what would look best and everything. The color doesn't come off like it's not like sunscreen, but I noticed that when I did wear the gold or the bronze, like it looked like I had a tan on. I personally don't like that look, so I gave those to some other friends, but I do still have this white one, and it has a nice little shimmer in it. Biodegradable glitter that is disclosed. Very good. This is all cruelty-free and vegan, woman-owned, handmade in the US, all that good stuff. But I've also tried their charcoal skincare set that was moons ago, so I do not have that skincare anymore to show you. But it was so cool with that because I had been following that brand, and then they followed me back, and then they liked the work that I was posting on my main page, and then they saw that I had a photography page at Sharp Shot Photo. We're now on Blue Sky, please follow us there. But back when we were posting on Instagram, I did do a bunch of product shoots, which I still do, but they saw my work and they liked it, and they actually commissioned me to do a product shoot for them. And that was so cool. It is still so cool. I love them so much for that. It's just very cool. Social media can be very cool. So the very next brand is Lush. I'm sure you've heard of them if you've ever been to a mall. There's probably a Lush store right there. But I think it was 2 years ago now, a very dear friend of mine who knows my ethics and values very well, they got me a cute little trio set from Lush. I don't know if it's an actual trio or they just got all of the orange products, but I'm like, slay. I love orange. It is one of my favorite colors, aside from green and pink. But anyways, they gave me their orange shower scrub, their Good Karma shower gel, which is also orange, and then I don't have a name for the soap. I've just had it sitting in this paper towel, but it smells like oranges, guys. It smells so good. As you can see, I have like probably 2 uses left of the shower gel. I try to use it sparingly, but of course I gotta use it. I gotta use it. I gotta get out of the mindset of saving my products. I don't even take pictures with them anymore, just use the products. But anyways, then I also have the shower scrub. I've used some of this, obviously there's still a lot more for me to use, but the cool thing is with this, it is all self-preserving with natural organic ingredients. So I can just add a little splash of water to this and it will come back to life. This one kind of smells like Pez candy. I love that smell. And this bar of soap, I have not used the soap yet because I have so many other bars of soap that I still need to use, but soap doesn't go bad, so that's good. But if you did not know, Lush is all cruelty-free and vegan, 100% recycled plastic, yay! And they fight animal testing, which is always such a slay. And like I said, it is self-preserving, so you don't need to keep this in like a fridge or anything like that. Just make sure you keep it out of the sun. The very next brand is called Nip and Fab. This is yet another product that I stupidly opened while I had many other facial cleansers that I still was using. So of course this has already been expired. I emptied it all out. And I'll put a little clip up here of me emptying it out because fun fact, I just kept it, and then I don't know why I kept it, and the color changed. It used to be clear, and now it looks like that. It looks like literal dookie going down the drain. But yeah, I remember when this was new and not expired, it smelled very good. It's called a vitamin C fix, and it did smell very citrusy, but very natural, so I enjoyed that. And of course, pink and orange, if you did not know, is my favorite color combo. I think it's just fabulous. And yeah, well, obviously I hate all the plastic, and it says this is made from partly recycled plastic. That could be 90%, that could be 5%. So I don't like when brands don't disclose that information, but I guess any bit of partly recycled plastic is good. But this is vegan, does not say cruelty-free. I don't know. I don't have too many products from the UK, but I have noticed that it never has the certified cruelty-free logo on there, which kind of irks me in the wrong way. Can you be irked in the right way? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I can't really review this because I never got to use it. So the next brand that I have is Facetory. I have tried about a dozen of their products, maybe more, probably more, but that's because I used to be an affiliate for them, and I had a really good relationship with the brand and everything, and I did leave because I just didn't want to keep promoting a bunch of free work. I did ask for compensation a few times, but then yeah, never really got a positive response for that. And no shade against them really at all. They are a cool brand. However, as you can see, this is a whole lot of plastic and everything. They are cruelty-free and plant-based, but those are not certified logos. Maybe that one, but not cruelty-free. Like, what is that? I do recall trying to start multiple conversations with the brand and just trying to be like, in a very kind way, being like, hey, I love your brand. I love what you stand for, but there is so much product waste, and I would love if we could talk about ways that we could reduce the plastic in your packaging and everything like that. Never got a response. So that really turned me off. But this is the last product that I ever had from them. I've already recycled everything else. So this is their Cloud Puff Gentle Foam Cleanser with chaga and oats. I love the packaging, very cute. I love the metallic. I love the pink and the white and the little doodles and everything. But yeah, the lack of certified logos and everything like that just really turns me off. But anyways, about the product, this was a really good cleanser. I did actually use all of this. There was so much, it lasted me such a long time. Over 5 ounces, that's a lot actually. And yeah, it made my skin feel very clean, actually hydrated. It didn't strip away all the oils and everything. But this is called a Cloud Puff, and it literally, when it lathered up, it felt like a cloud on my skin. So points for the name. Here's a super random thing. I didn't know where to put this in my notes, so I'm just randomly throwing it in here, but it is for your nostril skin. So this is the Arm & Hammer Simply Saline Nasal Mist. It's good for clearing congestion, moisturizing a dry nose, and flushing out irritants. And it is a metal can, which I love. Obviously you can recycle that, but the plastic caps I don't love. However, I do like to reuse these for crafting, so yeah. If you're like me and you suffer from allergies all the time, if you have dry skin, you get a dry nose, nosebleeds, all that wonderful stuff, I highly recommend this. It's just like a salt water spray, basically, just to moisturize your nose and everything, but I guess I just had to share this for my fellow dry skin people. And now another little segment for sunscreen, because I have a few different brands and I thought I would just throw all this together. I already did talk about this brand, but I wanted to include it for sunscreen, and that is Coco Kind. This is their daily SPF 32 facial sunscreen. It protects against all light, UVA, UVB, and blue light, which I think is very cool, especially blue light. Blue light is terrible, especially if you work in front of a computer screen all day, like I do, it's bad. I've certainly noticed it irritating my eyes and everything. But the thing is, with their other products, it's a lot of like glass bottles or whatever like that. But this thing, this little tube, it says it is made with sugarcane material. Okay, but it doesn't say if it's compostable or not, and it does not say if it's recyclable. So how am I to dispose of this, I wonder? I've had this one for probably 3 years. I mean, yeah, it is expired, but I still have some left, so I'm gonna use it. Wait, there's no expiration date. There's no expiration date, so interesting. But I probably have like that much left, 2 or 3 uses, but I do like this. I only use it on my face. I don't know. The sugarcane thing, I feel like there should be more information about that. But another thing that I should mention about this is that it does leave a white cast. I do have some other sunscreens that I'm gonna show you that don't leave a white cast, but this one, I'm like, dang. I'm Irish, I have pale skin, but this literally, it looks like a white face mask on me. I don't care for that, but like obviously it's sunscreen, I'm gonna use sunscreen, you know? The next brand is Sunbum. I'm sure you've heard of them. So this is their mineral sunscreen stick with broad spectrum SPF 50. Little fun fact, SPF 50 is actually the highest SPF coverage that you can go. Anything above that is kind of just a lie. Like it doesn't have extra protection, like 50 is the highest. This is only SPF 32, a very odd number, but like why not just go up the highest? I don't get it, but anyway. So this is a little stick, it has a screw top. Obviously I hate all the plastic, however, this is a very accessible item for people and travel size, travel friendly, all that good stuff. So it is certified cruelty free. I don't think it's vegan, unfortunately, but yeah, and it's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. This stuff smells like summertime. I do believe that all the products smell the same. It's kind of like banana sunscreen. It isn't too banana, but it has like the faint banana scent to it. Very summertime, very fun. I've always loved their packaging, the little ape. Monkey? Ape. But yeah, the only downside is that it's all plastic and there's no recycling thing on here. However, Sephora will take this. The last sunscreen brand is Vacation. They've become very popular over the past 2-3 years. They sent me PR when they were just starting out, so I was like, okay, cool. I love their aesthetic. It's like 80s summertime beach party. I love it. But I have their classic lotion, which is just like a classic sunscreen lotion, but I also have their classic spray. I don't really tend to use a lot of spray sunscreens or anything like that just because like the aerosol ain't good, okay? I mean, I've been using them both pretty frequently and they're great for summertime. They smell so fresh, so summertime. Now, these are recyclable. Oh, at the top here, I was gonna say. They're oxybenzone free. What the heck is that? Octinoxate free. What the heck is that? Paraben free, PEG free, cruelty free, vegan, hydrating with banana, coconut, and aloe vera. So those are all very good things, especially aloe vera helps with the sun, obviously. So that's very cool. Of course, all of the plastic I'm not a fan of and everything, but oh, I said it was like 80s summertime. It literally says, by the legendary Vacation of Miami, leisure enhancing and excessively good, sunscreen for long days by the pool, water resistant for up to 80 minutes, the scent of summer. True, but it is the same for the spray. One thing that I don't like, and as you can see, it has a little plastic wrap around it. Now, I don't know much about like actual product manufacturing and stuff like that when it comes to like printing labels. With Meow Meow Tweet, they printed right on the package itself. But this, it is a little plastic wrap and then the metal tube under there. And when I first got it, I thought, oh, okay, I'm just gonna peel this off and then I open it. But no, I'm glad I kept that on there because it is just a white bottle under there. So that kind of just really irritates me and everything, but yeah. And then all the plastic at the top as well, yeah. However, they also did send me 2 of their SPF lip balms. One of them is in my purse and I'll throw a picture up of it there. but this one is the pineapple upside down cake, broad spectrum SPF 30 lip balm sunscreen. I've never actually had pineapple upside down cake yet. I want to try it so bad, but this smells like pineapples galore. I love it. It's delicious. The other one I have is strawberry shortcake, and that one smells like a strawberry shortcake doll. Like, it's crazy. I love the scents. They do taste good too. Yeah, of course, I hate all the plastic wrap on it too. But yeah, again, cruelty-free and vegan, all the same good stuff as the sunscreen, just a little lip balm. I guess we have one more little random thing to throw in here. I did not know where to put this, but that is toothpaste. So in the past like 4 or 5 years, I have switched to organic natural toothpaste because if you did not know, like many other wellness beauty brands, some brands just have terrible ethics, and a lot of that is in the toothpaste industry. Interesting. So what I'm currently using is the brand Hello. So all of their toothpaste come in a little cardboard carton thing like this. It's just a carton. Like, think like an egg carton. Ew, I know, but like it's just that. Like, it doesn't have any film on it, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. But everything is printed with soy ink and certified Leaping Bunny, cruelty-free, not tested on animals. And are they vegan? I'm not sure. They are vegan, and they have no artificial sweeteners, unlike many other toothpastes. They also don't have any artificial flavors or dyes, and they also don't have titanium. Now, when I saw that little fact on here, I'm like, okay, I guess that's cool, but why would there be titanium in toothpaste? Here's a little educational tidbit. So titanium in toothpaste is what makes the color like pure white. Without it, it would be kind of like a clear gel. So it gives it the white color, but it also does help with strengthening your teeth. But back to the toothpaste. This stuff does not have titanium in it whatsoever, so it's good. It's all natural. So the first one that I ever tried from this brand is their Epic Whitening Fluoride-Free Toothpaste with activated charcoal. Now you might see that it is like flat like that. I don't have any on hand with me right now, but I have this little turnkey thing. I have two. I have one for my toothpaste and I have one for my paint tubes, but it helps with getting out literally every little last drop. I don't even want to think about how much toothpaste and other products that I've wasted in the past. But anyways, that does help a whole lot, and I do recommend getting one of those, at least one, and that will help you save so much product. But what I'm currently using now is their Naturally Whitening Anti-Cavity Fluoride Toothpaste in Mint to Be, and I am running out of that. So this one was 4 ounces, this one is 4.7, so just a wee bit bigger. I just wanted to try a new flavor. So it's all cruelty-free and vegan, no peroxide, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no dyes, no preservatives, no SLS, no parabens, no titanium dioxide. No brainer. That's what it says. But I guess let me review this real quick. Both of these left my teeth feeling very clean, very shiny, slippery, smooth. But yeah, my mouth felt clean, my teeth felt clean, so that's good. I do want to talk about another toothpaste brand real quick. I don't have their packaging anymore, but I do want to talk about them because they are known to be more of an eco-friendly brand. I just have to share my experience with them because I've been sharing a whole lot, so why not share some more? So the brand is David's Toothpaste, and I had been using their toothpaste for about a year. They sent it to me for PR, but they were one of those brands that are like,
We love your content. We love what you stand for. And we love how you make free posts for us, but we are never gonna pay you, but we are going to pay influencers who have thousands of followers.
and I'm like, oh. Their toothpaste tubes are all metal, so they are fully recyclable, just a little plastic cap, but that's actually where I got the turnkey, and I thought that that was just so very cool and everything. They're all made in the US, they're cruelty-free, they're vegan, and I really fucked with the brand until I didn't, and let me tell you why. Oh, well, I guess I already told you. They didn't want to pay me. The way that they replied, like, there was a tone to it, you know? There's an easy way to say, hey, we appreciate you reaching out and we do like your work, but at this time we don't have the budget to work with you. Even if that's a lie, I'm like, okay, I get it. But this brand, the way that they replied, I don't know, it was just like, yeah, I don't want to work with you guys. So I honestly did plan on buying more of their toothpaste, but not anymore. I just had to share that. I have the very last product, the very last brand for you guys, okay? It is last and it is least. I don't like this brand, but let me tell you why. This is not like a hate slander video. When you work in the content creating influencer industry, your eyes are open to so many things behind the scenes and brands show their true colors, and so I'm sharing it with you. So the brand is Dio. It is D-I-E-U-X. Now, they do have very eco-friendly packaging and everything, and these are their reusable eye masks. If you had been following me on Instagram, I think it was 2022 or 23. It's been a while, but they sent me these eye masks and I'm like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I really wanted to work with the brand because they stood for really amazing things. They were open about their views, which is rare, unfortunately, when it comes to certain brands. But I took a selfie with those eye patches on and I posted it, and I left a nice little review in the description or whatever, and they replied and they're like,
we love this photo.
and then they DM'd me and they're like,
we would love to work with you. We would, like, just yada yada yada.
I'm like, okay, this is so incredible. But then they never got back to me. And I did make a little slideshow post about this, and I will put it in my community tab. I will repost it for you guys because that gives all the information. So I never heard back from them until one day a mutual DM'd me a post from Dio, and my photo, my selfie was in it, and it was an advertisement, meaning that that thing is being pushed to all corners of the internet. They are trying to get people to see it. It's an advertisement. I was not tagged. I was not mentioned. They did not tell me. I was only informed because my mutual sent it to me. And when I tell you that that was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had being a content creator, it was one of the worst experiences ever. So I got in contact with the brand and I got compensated, but then I realized that it was more like hush money, and I did get them to delete it because I'm like, you don't have my consent for that, you never did. And yeah, their reasoning was stupid as fuck. So if you want to know why, I will have that post in my community tab. Very interesting story. But yeah, these are all of my skincare, hair care, self-care products that I have and I went through, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a lot. I wanted to share all of my opinions and thoughts about everything and the products and the brands, and I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Please turn on those post notifications. I would hate for you to miss a video, but also I have been live streaming very regularly every Tuesday and every Friday. So if that floats your boat, you can see me on those days as well. And please remember to visit those very important links down below in the description and in my comments and in the bio. They're everywhere. I hope you can get some awesome brand recommendations from brands that actually care about what they do. They care about the earth, they care about their consumers, all that good stuff. Anything else? So I guess that's it. I really need to go piss, girl, so I hope you have a super beautiful week and a wonderful weekend, and peace. Positive attitude changes everything. I will see you on my next video. Bye.
Like white, green or blue, show off your natural flamingo. If you must eat all ice,
I currently have a much salt. The first brand that I'm starting with. So if you did not know, that is very much greenwash. And the last brand is Celine. Gotta keep my eye.
like white, green, or blue. Show off your natural flamingo. I. If you're multicolored, I sky.